Super Mario Brothers movie. Super Mario Brothers movie.
Okay, yeah. This one's been a long time coming. Especially considering the last Super Mario Brothers movie, or should I say Super Mario Brothers movie, was 30 years ago. And also my last review was like 3 years ago. And my last video in general was 4 months ago. So fucking oops, I guess. But yeah, I quite enjoyed this one. Not sure how a casual viewer with no knowledge of the Mario series would feel about this one. And if I'm looking at the Rotten Tomatoes scores right, it's not well. But as a huge fan of the series for the past 24 years, I felt like I was getting my dick sucked for 2 hours. It's mostly everything I'd want from a Mario movie. I'll explain on the little bit that I don't later on. But yeah, first of all, let me just say, the music. Yes, just constant fan service from all across the series, worked naturally into the film score, all that cool shit. You even get music from spin-offs like Luigi's Mansion, Mario Kart 8, Captain Toad, and that's it. But still, I love it. Meanwhile, we've had 2 Sonic movies, and I just had 5 seconds of Green Hill Zone. The voice acting was also quite good, as it turns out. Yes, even Chris Pratt, who's been pretty contentious, to put it mildly. And it all really started during that one line he had in like the initial teaser trailer, which, lo and behold, isn't even in the fucking movie. So, you know, it's a great first impression. Mushroom Kingdom, here we come! Also, Charles Martinet gets to play a couple characters, both of whom you get to hear towards the beginning of the movie, so yeah, that's fun. Always like hearing him, of course. Would have been cool if he got to play Mario and Luigi, but you know, fucking who hasn't said that already? As far as some other voice acting highlights go, the Luma is also pretty great, mainly because she's clearly played by a girl who's like 4 years old, and all of her jokes are about extremely dark and morbid shit. And as you'd expect, Jack Black is the GOAT, and he really gets into the role. I appreciate that he's properly playing a character instead of just doing his own voice, though during the couple times that he sings, because of course he sings, it's Jack Black, he does sound more distinctly Jack Blackish, but funny, who the fuck cares? And as for the story, it's probably the weakest part, but I mean, like, well, it's Mario. Aside from, like, the RPGs, it's never really been renowned for its story or anything. This one's no different. It's not really anything special. But, you know, it's got a lot of heart. It doesn't really take itself all that seriously. But I'm sure that, you know, not only the fact that this is a Mario movie, this is an Illumination movie, so it's gonna make like $1 billion kajillion, and it'll get like sequels and spin-offs and so on and so forth. And but yeah, if there's one serious flaw, the one I mentioned earlier, in this movie, it's from them wanting to be a bit wokish, or as I prefer to call it, bizarro slep, and have Peach be a girl boss, which in and of itself is not a bad thing. But as a trade-off, they had Luigi be the one to be kidnapped. So not only are he and Mario not on screen together for very long, in the Super Mario Brothers movie, Luigi also doesn't really get much screen time in general, and he's one of my favorite Mario characters. And what hurts even more about that is that they did such a good job showing Mario and Luigi's brotherly bond earlier in the movie, so, you know, yeah, that was definitely a choice. But enough about that fucking shit! Cause Punch-Out in this movie, Kid Icarus in this movie, Discoon in this movie, fucking Funky Kong in this movie. If you're a Mario fan, or even better, a Nintendo fan, I think you're gonna have a good time with this thing. I know at least I had a big smile on my face the whole time I was watching it. I give it a Leo Luster pow, and where it's at out of 10. So go check it out. If you're interested, I guess. If you're not, why the fuck did you watch this?